Okay, I'm gonna do something a little bit off the cuff and try and explain why today's woke corporate Hollywood, with emphasis on race and gender swapping legacy characters like Ariel, Superman, and introducing new characters to appease minority communities. I don't know why they call us minority communities. There's more brown people than anyone else that I know of. But I was looking at The Little Mermaid and they race swapped Ariel, and look at the responses to that. It's got 108,000 likes to 418,000 dislikes. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? But it seems to be a theme that's happening in Hollywood, where they're trying to push the idea of a black Superman, and if you kind of don't accept it, they kind of question your credibility, calling you racist. So they're trying to talk about the photosynthesis pigments to pick out full range of visible and infrared light. So it's kind of like saying Superman's skin contains pigments, but appears to be black in color. So they're trying to push this idea, trying to find a rationale to push race and gender swapping. And they're even introducing Miss Marvel to appease the Muslim masses. I thought she's okay. She's quite a good actress. But the point is that there seems to be more emphasis to wanting to change legacy characters, and people are not accepting it. And even from what I understand, it's the case that these are legacy characters that people have grown accustomed to. They've grown attached to. They kind of link with them. So the case of like Spider-Man. For me, I kind of connect with Spider-Man more than anybody else. Why? Because I identify with him with the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So hear me out. The Prophet Muhammad, he's an orphan boy, brought up by his uncle. All of a sudden, he had the responsibility of carrying the message to the whole of humanity. Similarly, you got Spider-Man, orphan boy, brought up by his uncle, and then all of a sudden, bit by a radioactive spider, great powers, great responsibility. So they both had a responsibility of carrying forward the gift for whole of humanity. So this emphasis on the colour of a person's skin and gender comes second to the content of a person's character. So if you look at a few of the Hadith traditions, it always places emphasis on a person's character. This is quite a good website if you want to talk about finding Hadith traditions from not only the Kutub al-Sitta, also from other collections. Go to this site, so sunnah.com. But you go back and it's always placing emphasis on a person's character, not on the person's skin color or gender. So nothing is placed on a scale that is heavier than good character. There. Another one. Being honourable is wealth, and noble character is piety. There we go. Pessimism is part of bad character. So he's always talking about a person's character. What is good character? What is bad character? And this is the whole spirit of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. You don't judge a person by the colour of their skin, but by the content of the character. This is the last sermon of the Prophet. So he says, "Oh, humankind is from Adam and Eve. An Arab has no superiority over non-Arab. Nor does a non-Arab have any superiority over an Arab. A white has no superiority over black, nor black have a superiority over white." So it's not about the person's skin colour. It's about the content of their character. And even this message permeates to modern Western society, where you have Martin Luther King saying that, "Look to a day when people will not be judged by the colour of their skin, but by the content of their character." Unfortunately, woke Hollywood are putting emphasis on the colour of a person's skin. And this doesn't fly with people, and it's not racist to deny that as far as I'm concerned. Just let the person's character speak for itself. Let legacy characters speak. And if they are already established characters who happen to be black, then push them forward. You got Blade. What else have you got? You got Black Panther. You got Spawn. Great characters. Just stick with them. Don't change a person's skin colour. Enough. Anyway, I just thought I'd give this a go. Speak off the cuff. If you're watching this YouTube, like, subscribe, and peace.